Movie notes on Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, 2015 film, 16 September 2025 viewing. I have seen this a number of times and I watched it again today. I quite like this one. I am Tanis Coralee of Seattle and I talk through my movie notes for my Tuesday, 16 September 2025 viewing of the 2015 film Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, which is a fiction film about a group of young adults who escaped an experimental testing facility. I think so this is the second of an installment, and in the first movie they called it The Glade, and it was a maze, and it was called The Glade. So they who escaped an experimental testing facility of a biomedical company, only to have to escape the company even further after being pursued for additional medical testing and immunization, cure, research and development. Yes, so an immunization, they come in different forms, and essentially there's this condition or this virus that's like been unleashed on the world and scorched the earth. And so essentially they escape from this experimental facility and they experience the scorched earth for the first time. And it's a very barren place. And so they're trying to escape further testing, medical testing, because this company is trying to develop an immunization or cure for this virus/condition. And experimenting on people without their consent and that kind of stuff. And so an immunization, it can take various forms. It's what makes it, it can be administered to a living entity to make that living entity immune to a condition or a virus or whatever. And a high quality immunization does its job and it makes the person immune, meaning the person does not get the virus, period, no exceptions. A low quality one, the person does get it, and technically that's false advertising. Is technically not an immunization, even if it claims to be, because an immunization by definition makes a person immune. So we live in a world with a bunch of medical liars. Okay, yes, this is 2025 and the world we live in. Okay, and so it's a good one. I absolutely love this movie. It's very good. Yes, it's a well-paced action and adventure, and it goes into business and science on a very basic level of kind of the entities involved. But I could also follow the plot line, even back in California. And I was watching, this is actually one that factored into my quitting with no degree. Because in this movie, so they escape one setting, you know, there's additional experimentations. They're like, let's run again, you know, escape the maze again, Maze Runner. And then they get on the outside, and like, on the outside, there's like this, you know, like camp of people that are not the big deal institution, and they've found a cure. Kind of thing. And so it's kind of like I was like UC Berkeley, and I was like, watch there be a cure for all of this. And I was like, watch my luck be I quit UC Berkeley with no degree, and I get to the other side and I find out I'm the cure. So that'd be like my blood pressure and stuff, and I'm like, that would be bizarre. And so I'm now living that bizarre reality of I gave myself my lower end of blood pressure, of healthy blood pressure stuff. And so it's just kind of, yeah, so this is part of that journey. Is it though? I was thinking more like, back then I was like, if that's true and I come up with a cure for something, I get to kill anybody who has ever published misinformation about me or my soulmates. And it'd be really cool if I did research in cardiology to be proficient enough to kill, like in this book. It's socially acceptable to kill, right? Because Dan Brown wrote a book about it, Inferno. Should I ever read this and do a book notes on it? About a woman who decides to unleash a virus on humanity. Like, I would research cardiology and cause 10,000 synchronous fatal heart attacks. That'd be very cool. That's proficiency. If you don't want to die, don't publish misinformation about me or my soulmates. That simple. You sign yourself up for that list if you have, or you do. So, but it's only on the research level there. It's not on development for actually doing that. But it'd be very cool because those systems are like possible to affect from afar. So it's a cool area of research. Anyway, those are my movie notes on Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, 2015 film, 16 September 2025.